Sammy. I'll just pop you on the lead for a second, buddy. Here we go, bud. Good boy. Just gonna take the edge off of this interaction, yeah. Oh, Ruby, God's sake. You just about ended my whole career there. Good morning. How we doing? Good. Yeah, basically. How's things? You alright?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't get absolutely soaked to bits in this rain. Yeah. I just caught the news before I came out. Hi, Poppet. Yeah, there's a big weather front hitting Scotland in about an hour's time or so. So it's the whole of the country as well. It's not just. It's not just.
I'll probably have to stay home this afternoon.
Yeah.
He hates the rain.
Oh, does he? Bless him. Bless him.
He doesn't like watching much at all. It's hard to go for the paddle.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's like no.
Just not bother.
Do that stuff.
Bless.
You living in Scotland.
I know. You need to deal with it, bud. Yeah, you need to suck it up. Oh, sorry, sweetie. You've really got tangled there. Yeah, there we go. There you go. There we go. I'm going to keep ploughing on, so we'll catch up with you soon. Exactly. Nice to see you. We'll see you again. Hey, guys. Good boy. You dealt with that phenomenally, young man. Phenomenally. Good job. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome along to Crighton Pet Services live dog walk, virtual dog walk, however you would like to have it described to you. I'm Stephen Crighton, and you join me and my team out for our daily session. The dogs are in good form. Maybe if you just caught us 10 seconds ago, you'll have saw our team meet up with another set of dogs, another dog walker, and they've handled that interaction incredibly well. And yeah, we're having a good start to our Monday, which is great because I suspect it's a bit grey. You maybe see the cloud up in the top right of the corner there. In fact, let's just have a little pan around just now. It's a bit grim. It's a bit grim, and there is a huge weather front on its way to hit Scotland. There may be a downpour while we're on the live stream. Of course, I'm not prepared for it. I'm just wearing my sweatshirt, but hey, it's only clothes, right? I'm sure we'll survive. Plenty of towels in the van, plenty of opportunity to get dry later on and towel these guys off. These guys are the priority after all. But for the time being, it's nice and dry, so we can keep doing what we're doing, stay dry and enjoy this. What will happen is, if we get a little bit of rain, the dogs will enjoy that to an extent, because sometimes the rain and a little bit of moisture can make some of their smells a little bit more interesting and a bit more intense. But the weather that we're due to get, it's just going to wash everything away. From a scent perspective, it's going to be a real battering, so we'll try and get them to make the most of this while we can. Nice little vantage point for us to have a look at just now of our city. And the team are in good form. Good morning, Frank. And is it Dex? Good morning. I'm not sure how to say your username actually, but good morning to everybody. Good morning to the whole 10 of you watching along. Oh, and it's jumped up as well, which is nice. Go live every day. I like to show the owners exactly how the dogs get on with each other, how they deal with the challenges that we're faced with. It's a great way to show the owners that there's a lot of trust between each of the dogs, and they're very happy with each other. in each other's company. I'm sure you can tell. And of course, if you're just tuning in and you don't realise what's going on here, this is my job, to look after these little puppies. The owners are either working, or maybe they made the decision that the dogs get more out of being with each other on a session with me than they might do with owners at home. So I'm in a very privileged and lucky position to be able to spend time with all these puppies, which is great. And also get paid for it, which is quite nice. Which is quite a nice thing. Yeah, we're very happy to have such good team members in the pack, aren't we, guys? I know, I see you all. I see you. So welcome along. It's a nice little way to break up my session. It gives me, as you'll probably see as we go around, there are very few human beings that we're going to come into contact with in the course of the session today. So it's nice to have some interaction with some, albeit virtually. And yeah, thank you for walking along with me and keeping me company. I appreciate it. It can be a little bit lonely, but I've got these guys to talk to, even though for the most part they don't speak my language, but they know all my secrets, don't you guys? Yes, you do. You know everything about me. Everything. My little confidants. I know. So welcome on. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who's sticking around for a little bit. If you're here for the drama, we may not have very much lined up for you, I'm afraid. Sometimes people hang around looking to see if the dogs are going to fall out. It's unlikely that these 6 will fall out with each other. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, is it, Edith? I know, but it's unlikely that you guys are going to fall out. I know. But we don't know who's going to be around this corner and up ahead of us, so there may be some drama, but for the most part the channel isn't built on drama. It's built on the kind of the happy side of dog ownership, also some of the challenges that go with it, but how we overcome them. And yeah, if you'd like to walk along with us, then that's all we ask for. That's all we ask for. Well, hang on, let's have one caveat to that. If it's not too much trouble to press the like button, that goes a long way. And if you find it in your heart to do that, you might want to subscribe to the channel also. But that's all we ask. There's nothing else, there's no pressure to do that. It's just an opportunity to build the audience up a little bit and find new people to engage with over the love of dogs. You know what I've been seeing a lot this last week is bees on the ground. I think dead or dying. Is that just unique to here, or is everybody seeing that just now? I think I've seen so many. Stanley, come here, bud. I know. Here, come here. What a good puppy. Yes, good boy. Good boy. You guys okay? Do you guys see the pigeon? Is that maybe the lighting wasn't that great to catch it initially? Edith's very interested. You've got eyes on now. Yeah, you didn't see it when we walked past it, did you? Did you? So much for being a dog bird. A bird dog. A dog bird. You knew what I meant. Good puppy. Ernie, hello. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah, you've seen some too. Yeah, I know. There's a lot, isn't there? I don't know if there's anything you can do. I don't like seeing the bees struggling. Sounds like there's a little chick over there in distress as well. It'll be around about this time all the chicks will be learning to flee the nest, isn't it? Come on, keep coming. Alfie, come on. Good puppy. Good, you guys. Good. Ruby doing her very best to slow us down. You guys are doing great. Well done. Well done. Good puppies. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Good girl. I see you. I see you. Thanks, Bernie. How are we all doing over your way? Are we good? We've just been discussing the fact that sorry, we'll just have a watch of Stanley having his mud bath. We've just been discussing that it's we're due for an absolute downpour of rain, and Stanley, you having that mud bath is sent Ruby wild. Look at her. She wants to play with you, bud. I know. I see that tail swishing. She wants to play with you. She wants to play. That's quite sweet. Stanley here. Let me just turn attention to the dog's behaviour for a little second. So Stanley's our newest team member from the squad today. A little bit unsure about dogs in general, behaviour wise, maybe slightly unsure about what Ruby's trying to do with him there, but basically Ruby saw him doing something fun and she's trying to keep that fun alive and get a bit of play with him. Because he didn't reciprocate, maybe he doesn't quite know how to, he doesn't quite understand, she's basically just backed off, and now you can see they're not too bothered with the play element anymore. They're quite happy being in each other's company. But what Stanley thought that was, it's hard to sort of tell from his point of view, but I suspect, knowing him the way that I do, is that he's maybe just a bit unsure that the play wouldn't turn into something a bit more unwanted. Like a bit of nonsense. Stan. Ruby. Good boy. Good boy, bud. Good boy. There's just another dog coming along, and also Nell's giving me some work to do, so I'm going to pop the camera here. I'm going to stand here, guys. Morning. Morning. Let's pull these guys into the side. Come on, keep going. Very busy. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Good boy. Are we there? Are we there? I hope no one's gone anywhere. It sometimes takes a moment or two for like what I've done to catch up, so look at Juno. Juno's trying to play with Edith here. Good girl, good girl. Good you guys. Sometimes the presence of a third party dog just changes the behaviour of the team a little bit. They can become excited or fearful. Or... I thought someone was running behind. I genuinely thought someone was running behind me. I thought I heard footsteps. There's no one there. That's weird. Let me catch up with the chat. So, Bernie can see you out. Also wet and cold here in Australia. Yeah, it's going into your winter, isn't it? Well, this is wet. Well, it's going to be wet soon for our summer. Just as a little summer treat to us, you know, in Scotland. Perfect. Good dog walking conditions, to be fair. Have you counted up the steps or distance that you cover each week? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll tell you roughly how many steps I do a day, and then you can guess the distance. I'll tell you how. You can all have a guess in the distance just now. So I do about nearly 20,000 steps on average every day, including Saturday and Sunday. But I don't do much on Saturday or Sunday relative to what I do in the rest of the week. So it's always a lot less at the weekend. So usually sort of more than 20,000 steps on a Stanley, good boy, good boy. Here we go, buddy. Well done, well done. So yeah, so just over 20,000 most days. Good girl, Ruby. We're gonna bring it in, guys. I'm just gonna come into the side. So yeah, so have a guess. How many kilometres do you think I do a week? Alfie, bring it in, bud. Yes. Hi.
There he goes. You're just asking for trouble.
Morning, how we doing? Juno, keep coming, sweetie. Good girl. Good girl. Oi, you two, come on. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yeah. Well, I will tell you. I'll put you all out of your misery. I'm sure you're all dying with suspense here to find out. But this last calendar week, obviously we're at the beginning of the next calendar week. But I did 98. What did we do? I'm just trying to think. I need to check on my phone. I think, was it 98 kilometres that I've walked in the week? So yeah, probably 50 or 60 miles, Kathleen. It's that ballpark, I would suggest. But well in advance of 100,000 steps each week. A good old distance. A good old distance. Oops, I see them. Juno. Keep coming, sweetie. You're fairly scuffing your stuff about today, Stanley. Eh? Aren't you? Good boy, good boy. I see ya. I see y'all. I see y'all. Juno. Very confrontational with that wee white fluffy dog. Keep walking. Yeah, it's a lot of steps. But yeah, I've got my trusty, what do you call it? Garmin. That's actually really, really useful. Because going back to the summer, I know we were joking about it raining in the summer and all that kind of thing. But typically we do about 30% less distance in the summer because it's hotter and the dogs aren't as quite as active than we do in the other sort of 3 seasons of the year. So that kind of June to August, maybe May to September sort of time scale, maybe sort of 5 or 6 months if it's kind of really good summer, or maybe 2 or 3 months if it's a bit rubbish. It's always quite interspersed, but usually that kind of midsection of the year, about 30% fewer steps, 30% less distance than in our winter months. And this is like really handy to track that information and to be able to sort of plan out what that looks like, especially on very hot days. You know, we kind of need to reduce the routes a little bit or improve the quality of the walks, that kind of thing. Morning.
Morning.
How are we doing?
All right. You got a pack there.
Big old team. Big old team. There we go. Juno. So yeah, so the Garmin definitely helps out. And I also use a different app as well to plot out our routes so the owners can see specifically the distance that I've covered. And also Edith here and Nell, so she's got a tracker. Nell's got that one. What's that? Pit Pat. And I forget what that one is. But we've all got, or at least we've got some mechanism for seeing how much they cover. And even although it looks as if they're all very low energy just now, not all of the walk is like this. And when we've looked at the data for dogs sort of walking, I always measure the dogs that walk closest to me. So Nell is a great example. Stick a little tracker on Nell, and then we realise that she's covered twice the distance that I've covered on my session, just from all the weaving in and out and all the sniffing and all the enrichment. So she's doing about twice the distance, even though she's more or less by my side the whole time. Now there is almost certainly someone in here. That's human. You maybe never heard it, but it's cracking of branches and stuff. And what we tend to find is that people come and clear out some of the... Stanley, come this way. They come and clear out some of the... Yeah. Can you guys hear that? So there's someone in there. Sometimes the dogs can get a bit spooked because we're not used to, because that's very predatorial. Something cracking in the bushes. Edith's tail's down. She's very fixated on this, so we're just gonna reassure her. Hey, sweetie, Edith, good girl, good puppy. There's nothing to worry about, okay? There's nothing to worry about. I've got you safe. Come on, Alfie. Come on, young man. They're all fairly interested in it. And these people, they're clearing out unwanted species, or whatever you call it, of plants, hogweed and stuff like that. I forget what the names of all the things are. I've spoken to these people before quite regularly. And they're just retirees doing some good deeds, but every now and again stuff like that can catch dogs unaware, get a nasty kind of reactions out of dogs. They maybe bark or get a bit spooked. I think we were just savvy enough to keep enough distance that it wasn't affecting them. Watch yourself here. Don't get tangled up. Don't get tangled up. Good puppies. So you see there's a couple of the dogs. I don't know how many of them I've shown, but a few of them have had a little roll around. So we had a little moment of uncertainty. There was a tail down. That was really fixated on the situation. We were thinking, is that going to be a predator? Or do we need to be on high alert here? Do we need to be ready to run? And then a few moments later, a few of them are rolling about on the grass. It's a good way for them to let off some steam, let that tension out, and something we'd call a contentment ceremony. So it's kind of like doing zoomies. Maybe you've heard of dogs doing zoomies, but actually they're doing it sort of standing still, so to speak, or lying down. They're still using some of that energy in a good way. You might consider it to be similar to like stimming a little bit, if anybody's familiar with that kind of thing in the world. A nice little way for them to use up energy that they weren't sure that they were going to need or not, and they've used it in a way that makes them feel happy. Someone else over here now as well. Yeah, fascinating stuff. Hi guy, 7 months old, my goodness, that's gone quick. You're about to hit an amazing part, guy, of Elsa's development. So that 9-month mark, give or take a few weeks, whoa, you're about to get a Mardy teenager. All the things that you've been working on so far, hats off to you, well done. They're about to go out the window. Hopefully not. Hopefully everything's as good as gold. But this can be a real tricky period, especially if you've got a highly intelligent dog. Just start making more and more decisions for themselves at that stage. And it's really important that you think, oh, we've cracked the training, we've done this, we've done that. You know, what you want to do now is like up your game, because their little brains are about to take a real development, especially through their nose. Their nose is going to get super powerful, and yeah, it can be a real challenging time if you're not ready for it. But just be prepared that the training that you think that you've mastered, just go back to basics again with it. Just reinforce it a bit more, because it'll stand you in good stead. And it doesn't last long, but it's a painful part of the process, that 9-month sort of time scale. Oh, fun though, very fun. If the dog's active and responding well to what you're doing and stuff like that, it's great fun, great fun. But yeah, that's the one sort of time of their development I'm always like, yeah, well, come back to me in a couple of months if you want us to walk your dog, you know. Keep coming, puppies. Keep coming. She's quick in her paws. Love it. She likes to bark at people and run circles around other dogs. Yeah, so she sounds like she's the boss, right? She's got that herding mentality. She's in charge. I'm going to tell you guys what to do. Sounds like you're in for a world of fun. Keep us posted, of course. Everyone will be interested in this, like especially the part of my community that will watch this video back later today, because they're on a different time scale from the rest of us. They will find this fascinating for sure. Stand there, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Here you go, puppy, good boy. Well done. Morning. How you doing? Juno. Good puppy. Good puppies. Good puppies. There you go. You've done great today, buddy. There weren't any need for us to have you on the lead any time, but we're just going to start to cement some really good behaviours with you, I think. Get them really cemented in. Oh, Guy, everyone who's watching, make sure you go and follow Elsa Walks on, I'm guessing on YouTube, yeah? We're very supportive in this little community, for sure, so I'm positive that you'll get a couple of subscribers. I'm going to take a screenshot so I don't forget. There we go. There we go. We've managed. We're just about back at the van. We've managed to avoid the rain. It's coming though. It's actually quite like ugh. Feels like the air needs to be cleared. You okay, sweetheart? You okay? Good girl. Good girl. I know you want a biscuit. I know. Hey, 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 hey. Cheeky chops. You can have one. You can have one. Juno. Thank you. Good girl. Good, sweet. Alfie, you're missing out, bud. Alfie does this thing whenever we break the seal. So if I ever have to call Alfie for the rest of the session, he'll hang back and hang back and hang back until he's asked to come. Alfie, come! Where is he? Where is he? He's really hanging back. Let's go find him. Let's go make sure we've not lost one of our team members, guys. Oh, he's right there. Come on! He can still see us. That's why he's not moved. Alfie, come on! This way. What's this? You won't be. Hey, hey. You two, behave. What's this? No, 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 no. Off. Sit down. Good boys. You're lucky she didn't take your head off there. She's been known to do that for lesser things. Standing on her shoulders. Hey bud, you're right. Well done, Alfie. This is for Alfie. Good boy. Good boy. Right, from the team and I, here we go. There's the 6 of them back together. And remember, go and support Guy's page. We'd love it if you could give us a little like just before we sign off. We're about 10 seconds away from ending the live. So you've got some time. Give us a little like. Subscribe to the channel if you can, if you would like to. We'll be back around about the same time tomorrow for some more of the same. Don't be afraid to look us up on other social media platforms as well. You know the ones, the usual ones, your favourite ones. From me and the team, thank you so much to everybody tuning in. And our helicopter is just arriving to take us out of here. Right, have a great morning everyone. Take care. See you tomorrow. All the best. Bye-bye.